friends, Pam Shepherd from Pamela Shepherd Productions here, and today I decided to make a few masks. I've been watching all kinds of videos and all the different people's. I don't have a mask. My husband, he has masks with his construction company, so he has those kind of masks. My daughter doesn't have a mask, and so I thought I would make her some and a couple of my grandkids. And so anyhow, I had this fabric that I think is really cool. It's kind of a French motif, and it's actually kind of it's like French postal. It has the, you know, the postal. It has a bicycle. It has postage stamps on it. I thought that was kind of cool. And one of my daughters is a postal worker, so I thought that might be kind of fun. And so it's the kind of have wire in the top that you can mold it to your face in it. The wire comes clear around to this, and what I've actually used is this wire that I got at the Dollar Tree in the floral department is where I got that. But anyhow, so you can put it on your nose and then, you know, pull it down on your face. These are kind of long pieces. I just have them pinned inside because to fit whoever needs it fit. But it's a little bit long. They're 10 inches. I think, I don't know, between 7.5, 8 inches might be a little bit more realistic. So I'm going to show you how to make this. It's pretty fast and easy. I like it. So what you're going to need is 2 pieces of fabric. You can use 1 piece and fold it in half. You can do that. Same thing on the front and the back. I just happen to want to use this fabric a little bit more sparingly, and so I have black fabric on the back with all kinds of, you can see, white threads. And so I cut them 7 wide by 7.5 long. So, and if you're just going to use 1 piece of fabric, you would do it 7 wide, and then you would double that to 15 inches long. But 7 wide by 7.5 inches long. And then you're going to need 2 pieces because that's how we finish the edge, where it looks kind of cool. It looks nice. It can be the same fabric. It can be different fabric, whatever you want. I just wanted to touch it with the black. I have the black on the back piece, and then so you need 2 pieces, and these are 4 inches long by 2.5 inches. 4 by 2.5. And of course I pressed all my fabric, and I'm using my sweet little pink iron that I love so much. It's this I think you pronounce it, I don't even know what you pronounce it, oleoso, and it has these little things that you squeeze here that has the little steam, and that you can pour your, I use my bottled water. I'm usually drinking some up here anyhow, so I use the bottled water in there, and you just a tiny little thing, and then you can push the sides and it creates steam. It's just the cutest little thing ever. So, and I keep it right here on my desk. My daughter bought that for me. So anyhow, I'm going to take the front and the back. Most of the time you're just going to be sewing on the front, but this time I put this piece in, you know, inside to put the 2 fronts together, because I'm going to sew the bottom. And I'll show, like right here, this is what I did. I sewed this bottom piece. That's all I'm going to do right now. So, you know, make sure your fabric, as you can see, mine is, well, see, I had it upside down. Mine goes this way, so I want to sew the bottom to, you know, the 2 fronts together on the bottom, okay? So I'm going to run over to the sewing machine. I'll be right back. Okay, so I just used a 1/4 of an inch seam, which you can see I kind of got off just a little bit. And then I'm going to pull it together, you know, open it up like this, and I'm going to press it down with my sweet little iron. And I'm sewing this with black thread. I mean, you can use any color thread that you want or you have. You can use any. This is both cotton fabric, so I'm using cotton fabric. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is, this one, I had this at the top, and I was kind of thinking maybe to sew the black on the top with the wire through it this time. So I'm gonna make a little seam across here, just a real small 1/4 of an inch, just so that they stay together and they don't fray. And then I'll show you how I'll come back and fold it over so I can put the wire through. I'll be right back. Okay, so I just sewed those together so it wouldn't separate. And I'm going to take this piece now and I'm going to fold it over, I don't know, maybe a fourth of an inch would be good. And then I'm going to press it down, use my little iron, and then I'm going to fold it down again, this time about a half an inch. And this time it's because I'm going to put my piece of wire through it. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to fold it down about a half of an inch right in there, and then I'm going to try to sew it just right along the edge. So let me press this. I think it's a little bit easier to do when you've got it pressed. You know, I just want to make sure that the wire can go through. My little steam. They're so cute. Okay, so I'm going to go over there, and I'm just going to go stitch it real close to this bottom edge, basically top stitching it there, okay? And I'll be right back. So I sewed that across there, and let me trim up some of the red. And I'm going to take this wire, and it only needs to be about, well, this is 7 inches wide, so 7 inches would be plenty wide. So I might do it I just had my pliers right here. Oh, here they are. Okay, so I'm going to cut it about 7 inches or so. Then I'm going to take the ends, because I don't want the ends to poke out, and I'm going to take them around like that. And I'm going to take the outside of it and pull it straight, or maybe do it this way and go straight. I still want those to stay down. There we go. We want it to go a little more straight. There we go. Okay, and then we want to make this one go around also, but then I want that to go straight. So this is a little bit bumpy because I've been bending it and such. But okay, so you have this piece of wire, and I want it short enough that I can sew on each side and not have it get in my stuff. So I'm going to push it through. Okay, there it is. Now all we need to do is make us some pleats. And go. There we go. Now I'm going to take and make 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Okay. Then we'll stitch along here, and you don't want to hit your wire on each side up here, so you want to make sure and miss your wire. And put a couple of pins in here so that it goes straight all the way across and we don't get crooked. You go over there and stitch that real quick. I'm probably going to use about at least a fourth of an inch. I actually ended up using my 1/2 inch guide instead of my 1/4 inch guide, but it won't matter. I put my mask all the way up against it, like that. Then I put this side over. I'm not going to sew it down here. I'm only going to sew it across there. And I'm going to put this side over here like that. And I'm going to just sew right over that. And I'm going to do the same thing at both ends, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I sewed it along here, and I sewed it along here. We're going to take our pins out. This part makes it really nice and finished and clean. It looks good. Okay. So then we're going to turn this over to, this was the back because it's black. And we're going to put it over to the front. You see these two little pieces here. Let me snip my thread. We're going to get a nice little seam there. And whoops. One here and one here like that. Then we're just going to fold it over about a 1/2 inch or so. Then take this just past the seam. See? I'm going to take it just past the seam, and we're going to put a pin in there, and the same over here, and we're going to sew it close to this edge so that we can put our elastic through, or string, or whatever you want to put in there. You can actually even use yarn if you want. Okay, about a 1/2 inch. Then fold it again over just past the seam that I was doing. You do want them to kind of look alike, so okay, and we want to put this one right here. Okay, and when you go to sew it, you want to just go just along this edge right here like this, and just along this edge like this. Wait, that one's got a little bit of a wider. There we go. That looks better now. Okay. All right, so I'm going to sew that, and I'll be right back. So, we have our nose piece. We have our mask. And then you can use, you know, black elastic, or you can use white elastic or cream elastic, whatever you have. Maybe what I should use on this one, the lighter, now they say that you're supposed to use 7 inches, but some people, that kind of hurts their ears. Let's just make them 8 inches. And then let's just go ahead and let's go ahead and fish them through. And of course, the way I fish anything through like this is I use safety pins. Take a safety pin and put it in the end. This one's kind of big, but I think it's okay. Good, let's get through there. And then fish it through. Okay, there's that one. And then take this one and fish it through. I mean, there's certainly other ways to do this, but this is an easy way for me. Okay. Oops. Then I think what I'm going to do, I think I am going to go ahead and sew these together on the sewing machine, and then I'll put the sewed portion back inside. So that's all you do. And there you have a mask. You've got double fabric. You've got it on the inside and you've got it on the outside, 2 different fabrics. You've got your nose piece that you can manipulate any way you want it on your face. And it's pretty easy, and I think they're pretty cool. So anyhow, there you have it. I'm going to go ahead and stitch these 2 together, just barely across there, and then I'll just pull them inside so you don't see that. So there you have it. So if you enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, and you have a wonderful, happy, safe day. And God bless you all, and I'll see all you good people later, okay? Bye-bye.